Hello and welcome to Pick a Card Palace. In today's Pick a Card reading, we will be answering the question, who wants to reconcile with you? For this reading, we have three options. This is option one, this is option two, and this is option three. Now, once you've made your selection, you can scroll down to the description box where you will find links taking you to each of the three separate readings. I'm going to give you some time now to make your selection before we get started. Okay, so if you chose this butterfly, option one, this will be your reading. And again, we are answering the question, who wants to reconcile with you? So let's see. For those who chose option one, who wants to reconcile with them? Who wants to reconcile with those who chose option one? Okay, we have the Six of Cups. And let me see. Who wants to reconcile with option one? And we have the Five of Swords. Okay, let me see what's on the bottom of the deck here. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, option one. So first off, I believe this is someone who you definitely had an important past with, possibly from childhood, maybe a long time ago. Could be that this person was a friend of yours back in the day, and something happened. It looks like maybe there was some kind of, well, the word that comes to mind is shadiness, like somebody here in this situation did something that really was not okay, and they were kind of sneaky about it, and it really hurt the other party, so much so that the association broke up. Again, I'm thinking more so along the lines of friendship. Take this as it resonates. I'm going to go with the friendship narrative though. So, if it's resonating with you that there's someone from your past who you had a falling out with on account of someone behaving in a shady manner, then stay tuned, because this may resonate with you even if it's not a friend. But again, I'm thinking this is probably a friend or ex-friend, as the case may be. But anyhow, yeah, so it appears that you went your separate ways, and it was a very sad thing. You carried on with a heavy heart, but you believed it was for the best, or they believed it was for the best. Perhaps both of you believed it was for the best. Let's see what else we can find out here about this person who wants to reconcile with you, option one. Okay, so what else can you tell us about the person who wants to reconcile with option one? Okay, we have La Thigh Gap. See? Well, this card seems to want to come out, so we'll take it. El Mason Jar. Okay. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck here. We have El Juice Cleanse. Okay, option one. So this person is probably rather slender. They may be quite health conscious. This is someone who prefers or maybe even requires that their food is non-GMO / organic. This person is someone who probably eats a lot of whole natural foods. This person is someone maybe who is a pill popper, but not the usual type, the type who is a health nut and who takes a lot of supplements. This person actually might even have their own garden, or they somehow, I don't know, maybe they go to other people's gardens. Maybe they like to frequent the farmers markets if they're city dwellers. Um, but yeah, so this is another window in onto who it is that I'm talking about here. So far we've got a profile of a friend. Something shady happened. You went your separate ways, and this person's very health conscious, it looks like. Okay, so let's see what else we can find out here. So maybe we can help you confirm who this is. So again, for option one, who is this who wants to reconcile with them? Okay, we have, wow, okay. We have the fortune teller card coming right on out here, okay. And let's see. And we have joy of the heart. Okay, so again, this is making me think this is somebody that you had a lot of good times with, someone who was probably, you know, dear to you, and since I'm going with the friendship narrative, a dear friend. Okay, let me see. Bottom of the deck, sorry about that. I should have said this before. This is the conversation. Okay. So yes, this is someone you had a lot of fun with, but also somebody you connected with. You know, I think there was kind of like a heart-mind agreement between the two of you, in that you were both on the same page about a lot of things. You know, whatever current events were going on, or whether it's maybe your taste in music or literature or hobbies and interests. You had a lot to talk about, but at the same time, there was a personal connection that was more emotional. And we do have here Cups cards coming out. As I said earlier, this is someone who was dear to you. You were dear to them. You were dear to each other. Um, so, yes, and as for the fortune teller card coming out, this is interesting. I actually think this maybe has more so to do with the idea that you were a part of a group with this person. There was perhaps a friend group. There were other people here involved some kind of way. Um, and, yeah, this is definitely more than one person in the storyline here. It wasn't just you and them, even though it was just you and them, but maybe part of the issue was that in the end, it wasn't just you and them. There was someone else, and I'm not really getting a, you know, like romantic third party vibe, even though that's definitely, you know, a possibility. If that resonates with you, you can take that. If it doesn't, don't worry about it, because what I'm mainly seeing here is, like I said, it looks more like a friend group, and maybe just some kind of drama with the friend group that took place. Maybe there was some kind of jealousy going on. But anyway, I think I'm going to leave it here for you, option one. I hope you have a good idea now of who this is. Now, if that did not resonate with you at all, please go back to the beginning and choose another option, or choose another reading, or choose another reader. You know, there are lots of wonderful ones on YouTube. So, yes, again, thank you for joining me. I didn't say that already, did I? No, I'm sorry for saying again then. All right. I'm going to move on to option two now. Let me get all this stuff off the table. Hello, if you chose this butterfly, option two, this will be your reading. So for option two, who wants to reconcile with them? Who wants to reconcile with option two? we have the Knight of Cups. Let's get another card here. And we have the Judgment. Let's see, what do we have at the bottom of the deck here? We have the High Priestess. Interesting, option 2. Are you still watching from option 1? You might be, and if you aren't, if you were at all attracted to the butterfly for option 1, you may want to go check that out, because there might actually be some messages there for you. Maybe not in aggregate, but this bottom of the deck energy here of the High Priestess is reminding me of the Fortune Teller card that came out in the previous option. So feel free. Don't leave this one yet. You can stay and listen to this option, but then if you wish, you can go back. If you were attracted also to option 1 and just couldn't make up your mind, you know, that kind of situation. But anyway, getting back to those who chose option 2, for sure, the person who wants to reconcile with you is coming through as the Knight of Cups. This is looking like a young man, or masculine energy at any rate. This type of energy is fluid, so maybe it's not actually a male person. It could be a female person who's coming through with a masculine energy. But anyway, this is a youthful energy, not as in a child, but as in, you know, a young adult. And this person is someone who is or was quite the romantic type, sensitive and emotional. Maybe they even have some kind of artistic talent. They play a musical instrument, they're a singer, they're an artist of some sort, perhaps. Yes, so this is who this person is, and they want, well, they want a reconciliation. I mean, we got the Judgment card coming out here. Who wants to reconcile with you? The cards say it's someone who wants to reconcile with you. Sometimes the cards are kind of, they've got their own sense of humor, shall we say. So anyway, yeah, Captain Obvious, thanks for the message here. Anyhow, so this is someone who probably had or has romantic feelings or intent toward you. And whether this person expressed it or not in the past, before you had your falling out, you probably kind of sensed it. There was something there that set off your spidey senses, so that you knew at some level that this person was interested. I don't know whether they actually told you that, but they're definitely in the energy now of someone who wants to approach you, and it looks like they want to approach you romantically. So let's see what else we can find out about this person who wants to reconcile with you. Option 2. So for those who chose option 2, who wants to reconcile with them? Okay, so we have El Makeup Tutorial. Oops. And El Food. Rhymes with horn, starts with a P. Let me do my little self-censoring here, just in case you know how it is with, well, maybe you don't know how it is with YouTube. But YouTube is, let's say they, at least selectively, run a very clean establishment, okay? So no questionable terms and whatnot. It should be featured in your videos if you want your videos to stay up. Okay, so this person is attractive. This is a good looking person. And I don't know if they're necessarily vain, but it looks like they probably know that they're good looking, and I would say they probably use it to their advantage at times. You know, this could go along very well with somebody who is, in fact, artistically or inclined, because if they want to um, go in that direction for a career, it certainly does not hurt to be easy on the eyes. Um, so yeah, that's interesting. Option 2. Hey, let me see if we can find out just a little bit more about this person who wants to reconcile with you. Option 2. So who is this person who wants to reconcile with option 2? Okay, so we have the letter. Okay, I don't take flippers, but I'm going to acknowledge that this one came out here. This is the peacock. Okay, as I was saying, yes, this person uses their attractiveness to their advantage. Let me actually pull a card here, though. So, yes, who is this who wants to reconcile with option 2? Okay, we have married woman. And at the bottom of the deck here, we have, oh, desperate with jealousy. Okay, so this, as I said before, this does appear to be a suitor, somebody who's romantically interested in you, option 2. And looks like they want to write to you. They want to write to you about something having to do with this person over here, I think, this married woman. Or maybe they are seeing you as this married woman because they want to be with you, and they want to express their interest in being with you. After all, we do have the desperate with jealousy card over here. But the thing here is that, you know, I'm not convinced that this is simply a message about you, because of the 3 people in this card here. This is obviously some triangulation going on here. And I am not someone who likes to talk about the dreaded third party. But it could be that there's a third party here. I don't know that you need to be worried about the third party. You know, it seems more like this person is coming back around because they are interested in you, not because they're interested in the other person. It's possible this individual who we're talking about here wants to come tell you something about maybe a partner of theirs that is no longer in the picture, you know, since you last communicated with them. Maybe, you know, if this is your story, if you have a third party story, you probably know about it. So this is not going to be shocking news. Now, if you don't know of a third party, then you don't need to take that message as yours. Your message is that you're the one they want to be with. So, so I'd say there's probably 2 groups here. For some of you, it is a third party involvement some kind of way. And for others of you, it's not. So, okay. I'm going to end your message here, option 2. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you liked this video, if you would like to see more readings like this, please consider giving me a thumbs up and or subscribing to this channel. Again, I thank you for joining me. Okay, now I'm going to move on. Let me get all these things off the table first. All right, so if you chose this butterfly, option 3, this is your reading. Let me see if I can get this straight. Okay. So, who wants to reconcile with you? Option 3. Let's find out. Who wants to reconcile with the people who chose option 3? Okay, we have the 7 of Cups. And we have the Ace of Wands. And on the bottom of the deck here, we have, oh, the Page of Wands. Okay, so there's a lot of fire energy here, option 3. So possibly, but not necessarily, this person is a fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. Now, they don't have to be, but that is, we got some strong fire energy coming through here. Now, this person is a young person, at least at heart. If they're not, young in age, they are young in their mentality because they're very excitable. They're very enthusiastic about things, probably about life in general. They're someone who's very active and on the go, always on the move, always doing something new and interesting. They really enjoy novelty. Actually, new things are very particularly exciting for them. And they're an imaginative type of person as well. So this is someone maybe who has a lot of big thoughts and big dreams, and they follow whatever their inclination is in the moment. But the problem is, I don't know how much stick-to-itness the person has, and they may be someone who is really probably more of, I don't even know if I want to call them a dreamer, because as I said, I think they follow their interests. They just don't see them through to completion because maybe there's a tendency to get bored and go off on some other tangent because they got distracted by a new shiny object. So that's the person here that I think we're dealing with. This person, well, I don't want to say anything else yet. We'll just leave it at that for the moment. Let me draw some more cards for you here. So for option 3, who is this person who wants to reconcile with them? Okay, we have El Pride. Oh, wait, I was putting those here. And El Internship. Okay, and at the bottom of this deck, we have La Feminist. Okay, so this person looks like, I have to say, it looks like there's someone who's very passionate about causes. They're very passionate about perhaps politics, the political, maybe the socio-political. We're getting very strong activist energy here. And this person is taking it very seriously. So I don't know if they are pursuing some kind of career or strong avocation in social justice or politics or some kind of movement, something progressive, I presume. It could be LGBTQ plus rights, or it could be, feminism. These cards are coming here through. But they are, it looks like, serious students of this type of thing. Like, this is something that they feel is very important, and they put a lot of time and effort into the pursuit of these, well, they're probable ideals that they have, and they're trying to make the world fit the vision that they have for how it can be better. Okay, let me see. We'll just draw a couple more cards here for you, option 3, to help you figure out who this is. So now who is this who wants to reconcile with option 3? Okay, we have, I don't remember what that's called, but she's like, gosh, I can't remember. I'm sorry. This is a foreign language card, but I know what the card means. I always look at this and think she looks like the Mona Lisa. What do you think? Do you think? Okay, well, maybe kind of like the Mona Lisa and kind of like, I don't know. This lady is plotting something. Okay. Let me see if we can get one more card. Okay, so who is this? Who wants to reconcile with option 3? Okay, we have the Great Lord. At least I could remember the translation for that. Okay. Let me see what is on the bottom of the deck. Money. Okay, so this person looks like perhaps they are well off. They come from, well, I don't know. They either come from a privileged background or they have worked their way into privileged circles, the circles of people who are wealthy or financially comfortable. At the very least, they hope to do that. They seek to do that. It looks like they are keen to establish connections with elite people. And I don't know if it's because they want to get their ear and then their financial support so that your person can pursue these socio-political ideals that I was just talking about. But yes, so in this way, this person's actually quite calculating, quite shrewd, and quite savvy. So I think we're dealing with a bit of a, if not an actual political operator, like somebody who is, you know, an aspiring political operator. So, okay, so this is your person, the person who wants to reconcile with you, option 3. I'm going to leave it here, and thank you so much for joining me. If you liked this reading and would like to see more content like that, please consider subscribing and or giving this video a nice thumbs up. Again, thank you for joining me. Bye.